USB stands for Universal Serial Bus, and USB ports are an extremely resource-friendly way to use a computer. They're easier than parallel or serial ports because the USB controller, along with the operating system, manages all the support for the resources that are connected. All USB ports and USB devices that are connected to them use a single IRQ, a single I/O address, and a single DMA channel. So you can see that since we only have a certain number of these resources to go around, that being able to use these resources for a chain of devices rather than just for one is an extremely efficient way to use the resources. One really nice thing about a USB port is that it is extremely plug-and-play compatible. In other words, once we install a device and install the device drivers, a USB port will allow that device to be recognized by the operating system. And if we unplug that device, the operating system will immediately recognize that the device is no longer there. Then if we plug it back in, the operating system will recognize that the device is back and provide it with the resources and the device drivers that that device needs to function on the computer system. So it's an extremely smart system, and it's an extremely resource-friendly system to use. USB ports also improve data transfer. USB transfers data in packets, and it can improve speeds over serial and parallel ports because it uses a higher quality cabling. It has 4 wires, 2 for data, 1 for ground, and 1 that provides up to 5 volts of power for a device. We can string up to 127 devices together in a USB chain. And even if we need more power, we can buy USB hubs that provide power for additional devices. The requirements for installing USB are a system board or expansion card that provides a USB port and USB firmware, an operating system that supports USB, the USB device itself, and the USB device driver that comes with the device. And to install USB, using Device Manager, we have to verify that the USB host controller driver is installed under Windows 9X. If it's not, then what we need to do is go into the computer setup, the setup that we can look at when we start the computer, and these are the CMOS settings, and we need to set the computer to enable USB ports. This is assuming we have the physical port on the back of the computer. Then we plug in the USB device and we install the device driver on the computer. And then finally we install the application software to use the device. As long as the application software is in place and as long as CMOS is set to allow USB ports on the computer, then plug and play will take care of the rest and the device will install itself on the computer. Another smart type of port is called a 1394 FireWire port, and we'll discuss FireWire ports next.